Hello, welcome to Constituent Marking with Fred Long on Proof Text. And I'm Fred Long, and we're looking at 1 Thessalonians 1:7, and this is building on 1:6 with a subordinate clause, and we'll look at that. It's kind of a fun one, and we'll get right at it. So let's start marking this up. So I see an osta right away, so I'm going to put a box around it. This is a subordinating connector, so I'm going to put a bracket to start this subordinate clause. Osta yeneste umas tupon pasin tis pistevusin en te Macedonia ke en te Achaia. All right, so osta marks result. And it often will take the infinitive and an accusative subject. And so what's happening here, I'm starting to mark it up already, the yeneste is the infinitive from yenome, means to become. Umas is the accusative subject. I'm going to single underline it because subjects receive single underline and verbs receive single underlines. And then predicate nominatives, since they're equated with the subject, they also get a single underline. So tupon means a type, an example. So that you became an example. All right, so that's how we'd mark it up, is single underline, yeneste, umas, and tupon, and then we come across a dative. To all the ones believing in Macedonia, ke in Achaia, and in Achaia. So wow, we're done with that verse. Actually, it's pretty simple once you break that down. So what's happening again is that you have the a dative of recipient, an example or a dative of maybe benefit, for the benefit of all the ones believing. Now, this is probably the most, apart from the infinitive construction, right, which is, you don't see this always. This participle is probably the next most difficult thing, the pistevusin. Now, if you looked at pistevusin alone, you might think, oh, well, that's their plural, present active indicative, pistevusin, they believe. But what's happening, however, is that indeed you have an article with it. See that article right there? That article is a game changer, because that then gets me to recognize that this is indeed a present active participle. It's a dative plural, dative masculine plural dative, or however you want to say it. So this is dative plural, masculine dative plural, to the ones believing, and then the passing is going with that. So to all the ones who are believing, to all those who are believing, And then you have these two prepositional phrases in Macedonia and in Achaia, which is providing location for those believers. Now we're going to understand a little bit more about what's so special about this, but basically, word spread that even though there was persecution and rejection, they stayed steadfast and they became an example. So this osta clause is indicating result, with the result that. So that goes back to verse 6. So you became imitators of us and of the Lord, having received the word in much affliction, with grace of the with the joy of the Holy Spirit, with the result that. So this is kind of what happened naturally. So the difference between a purpose clause and a result clause, here's a result clause, is that results may or may not have intention behind them. They're not construed for like someone trying to do something to cause something to happen. That's called intention or purpose. This is rather just a natural consequence. This is a move from cause to effect. This is indeed the result or effect, but it's not, there's no expressed purpose behind it. It's simply a result that happened. It wasn't planned, like intended to be a plan. So they received the word in much affliction with great joy. That's what happened, and as a consequence of that, they became an example for everyone who believed. All right, so yeah, I think that's it. I was going to say just one other thing quickly is that with Achaia, is see that little diaresis there, that little double dot. That double dot is telling us that iota is separated. It's not forming a diphthong or monophthong. So that's not allowed. So the diaresis there makes it be pronounced Achaia. Achaia. Yeah, separated that out. All right. Well, I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to having you watch and listen next time. Take care.